Right, so how to set up two Motorola GM340s to work as a repeater. So I'll do this in two parts. I'll show you the physical connection with the cable that you're going to need. I bought it from eBay. It's about £6 or £7. You might want to buy two at once because they're a bit flimsy and they could break. This particular one I bought lets the radio repeat both ways, so it's not just one way. It will go, this can receive and that can transmit, and then that can receive and that can transmit. So with this one I've got, it allows the radios to do that. Now on the back of the radio, the physical connection, you have the pin outlet. The pins on top are even and the pins on the bottom are odd. So even on top and odd on the bottom. Now one thing you don't want to do is plug this cable in upside down. If I zoom in there, if you can see the 15 there just by my finger, and then on the other side if you can see the number 1. So the way I'm holding it now, what I'm looking at, the pins that I'm looking at are the odd pins, and if I flip it over, they're the even pins, and that's how I want to put it in. So I'll just put it in. Now it's very hard to see it. Once I've plugged it in, it's very hard to see exactly what I've done there. So I've drawn a little diagram. If this was the pin outlet you just saw, that's the top of the radio, that's the bottom of the radio. The pins on top are even, and this is how they're numbered. The ones I'm interested in, that connector fits over pin 2, and it fits over pin 16, and it fits over number 1, and it fits over number 15. So the way, let me try and do this, the way I've plugged my board in, my connector it's a bit hard to do this while you're holding the phone, but basically my connector is plugged in over these pins. It is not plugged into pin 20 or pin 19, and it is not plugged into 18 or 17. So the way it's plugged in, you'll have 2 pins exposed on the left and you'll have 2 pins exposed on the right, which is how I've done it. But I don't know if you can see them 2 pins exposed there and the 2 pins exposed there. If you've got exactly the same cable as I am, the easiest way to know if you've done it the right way, that little blue component will be facing down. Okay, so obviously the other end of the cable plugs in to the other radio the same way. So that's part 1, that's a physical connection. I'm going to hook one up to a dummy load, one's already on my antenna, but obviously you've got to hook the power cables up and for this to work. So that was a physical connection.